Thank you, Mr. Cesar, for the brief history for the convention. So at this time, if you have your copy on number 6, which is a report. So at this time, we hear from the finance committee, but right now we'll call, on our basis, we'll call the president to go through the report concerning your money or your finances. Mr. President.
Most important aspect of why we are all here today. I'm going to give you a breakdown of your money, how it was spent, and what we have. First, I will start from, and as all of you know that in the middle of this year, the treasury for SaDAA stepped aside. So before he left, he turned over $121,000 United States dollars. I was in the game. And then send the text and give the record to Able, General Leader, and Party Record to me. When we started the project, the very first amount that we spent on Liberia was $74,686. Then we paid bank fees, transaction fees. So we always spent $45 for that transaction. That was the first payment of the project. Then on the second payment, we sent $50,200. Then we spent at least $45 again for bank charges. So then it came out when we thought I want to raise phone. In order to raise phone, we had to have a cell phone, and we had to register it and pay the bill on that too. So we got a cell phone. We the financial team out over there again, for your cash out and everything. So we were able to get our phone for around about $400, and it's about $55 per month. So we have been using it for the last 3 months now. So we do the math for it's $200 for the last 3 months. So I'll give you a rough expenditure of how much we have spent so far. So far we have spent about $126,000 as we are now. You might want to ask why we have $121,000 and half. We have spent about $126,000. And the reason is when we started the project, we started to contact both our chapters. So the Delaware chapter sent me $2,000. Then the Minnesota chapter also came in with $4,000. Then we have the North Dakota came in with $3,000. So if you sum the total, it's about $9,000. So we have, in that range, we are left around about $3,000, about a little over $3,000 left. That is separate from all of the cash that you have been paying. So if right now we give you a rough amount, since I don't have the paperwork before me, but the financial team have the phone, we can tell you exactly how much we have. We should be around about close to maybe about approximately 18,000 as we are now in this fall today. So I want to let you know that all of the cash that you are given is not part of all this transaction we just talked about. There were testimony that was left in the account, and we have to spend to pay for the project. So I will finish it, we'll give the final report to you at the park and all the collections are there. I just want to give you a brief synopsis of how the money has been spent and how we are done. So we have received to attach to those documentation for your review when the time comes. So I want to say thank you, and that's what I have for you. Before I take what I want to see, if anybody have questions before I have a seat. Yes.
Yes, previously sent about $74,000 and spent $25 Senate.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, you send $54,000, so it's for the same amount of $45. In America, when you send, and the transaction is right there. In America, when
we send the money here, US bank will charge you $45.
no matter the amount,
It doesn't matter. Even when I try to test, before we send it 75,000, we try to test the account to make sure that the money don't get lost. So we try $50 at least to see if it will get to the destination. So I tried $50, and the folks back when they received the money, and I knew that the account was working. Then I sent in $75,000 to that account. The $50 that I sent the first time, I will charge $50. It doesn't matter how much you send. But in Liberia, that's where the issue is. When the money arrives in Liberia, they will take anything between $300 to $350. So that's where the issue is. But here in the United States, it's $45. And we have it for our record. Any more questions? Yeah.
Hello, everybody, please. I said thank you so much for all the breakdown you gave us. But do you know some of the other manufacturers that brought confusion in the SaDAA? Because every time we go to convention, they give us a quote in of no it. The MC are getting mad. That's the underlying factor before it was into play. I brought this corporation up. I brought SaDAA today. So please, I know SaDAA will be papers. We always do our report on people. Next time you do anything from transaction from the bank, we need paper.
So
this is convention. This is a national convention. Everything we're doing here, it should be paper, please.
Thank you. And again, you are absolutely right.
Hold on, Mr. President.
But what happened is that I turned the phone over to the financial team. And it has all the breakdowns from the bank. So that's what I just said. We're going to make sure to print those financial records so that at the end of the day, before we all disperse from here, that we can have it. But the records are there. I turned it over to Tika and the treasurer over there to take a look and consolidate the accounts that we have. So the record is always available, and we make it available for you. Thank you for that consideration.
I have a question. Auntie, I need Mike.
No.
So what do we have now for the project? What is our balance? How much do we owe?
Okay. I thought we have gotten to the project before we start to tell you
Okay.
about the project.
Okay, sorry.
But if you want to know, the project is going to cost you $186,000, which is a little bit close to $200,000 United States. Because when we look at building of the well, you don't need to have the camel and the toilet and everything running in the machine that are going to do the digging of that well. I think they are charging me for $3,000. And all of those things that we need to do in our building before we can even start anything. So I would just say the project is going to cost about roughly $200,000. But as it is, some people, the contract that I signed, the contract that all of us signed, it says $186,000 United States. That's the bill we have. We have already paid $74,000, 74 plus 50. We spent almost over $125,000 United States. So the convention is over. We are able to pay at least 15 more, level at 18,000, which is about into a year before we can get out there.
Any other question? Any other question? Okay. So it's time for the local chapter to make a report. So I will start from
No, ya estoy, ¿qué? Start from the deacon.
Hey, my distinguished Sabo people, good afternoon. I want to give you my report, Congress report for fiscal year 2025 and 2024-25. So make it very short. Summarizes what comes in our favor. During our reporting period from 2024 to 2025, there was a series of activities that we participated as a chapter, and there are some that we undertake. And our activities that we undertake was that we have our Monday meeting. And our Monday meeting is online, and we have only few in person. So when it comes to our meeting, non-Nicola chapter is 100% good. Every month we meet, and we establish to SaDAA operation in non-Nicola. The next thing, we were successful to plan and launch our fundraiser. And within our fundraiser, we have a point contact, and we also do honoring of our members who, in their own strength, in their own way, contributed to the growing and development of SaDAA. Here, there were some people who were at the even front page of the establishment of SaDAA who received all the voters. And we were able to take that into consideration to do the honoring for them. We was also able to get our point from our chapter. Who won that point contest was the point in presence of Point Ophelia Tuba. So not because chapter, we are participated and also collaborated with the Liberian community when it comes to decision making in the Liberian community. When it comes to suggestion, how to carry forward Liberian community in North Dakota, we were fully participated, and every day, every decision made, SaDAA North Dakota chapter will be contacted for their input before that decision passed. And we, I thank God that we are on top of things in North Dakota. So North Dakota chapter was also able to sign a resolution within North Dakota between 22 well registered, talk about North Dakota State Registration Organization. And the resolution is like, when you are having your program as an organization, there should be no other organization having a program. Reason is that we want to support each other because we all have the same goal and the same objective, and which was very good. SaDAA Nicola also contributed and participated into organization that were having a program and invited us. We attended and we gave our contribution based on how they also stretched the hand to us. And we were successful in it. We also celebrated July 26th along with the Liberian community because we still want SaDAA as a SAPO organization to be the only SAPO, a better word, SAPO organization in North Dakota. So we're doing everything possible to touch every corner of Fargo. So we're able to be part of the planning and the celebration of July 26th for the Liberian community for ULEN. We have our constraint and challenges as a chapter. Our constraint as a chapter is our in-person meeting. And the reason is that Our in-person meeting, having poor attendance,